Stop! Do not pull until you finish this video, because in this video, we're going to talk about the support card banners that are coming this August, and which ones you should pull from. Obviously, pull on what you want, but if you really love your umamusume and you want them to be strong, then this video should serve as your guide. Enough yapping, let's start this video. The first banner that is coming tomorrow, or it already has been released once I finish this video, is Zenon Roboy and Yaeno banner, alongside Narita Taishin. We're not going to talk about the character banner because that deserves its own video. So we're only going to be focusing on the support cards. The Zenon Roboy and Yaeno banner is going to be one of the decent banner coming this month. Looking at Zenon Roboy's support card skills, we should see that this card specializes on late runners and pace chasers that are running on a medium or long track such as Simboli Rudolph. The skills that you get from her career event is the Concealed Readiness skill, where if you're not in front of the race during the second half of the opening leg, then your stamina will recover, which further fortify its place as a late/pace chaser support card. On the other hand, the Yaeno support card, while still useful for medium racer, I wouldn't recommend unpulling for this since we have better support card for this job such as Vodka and El Condor Pasa's power card. This is not a must pull card since it only has its niche use. The next banner is going to be the must pull card since it includes Super Creek and Tazuna Hayakawa's support card. You should be really familiar with these cards if you're one of the people who actually tried to reroll for them. If you're not familiar, then let me explain why Super Creek is a super cheat. Super Creek is easily the best stamina card that we have right now in the current update. And this will be the case for a while, so you're not going to regret pulling for her in this banner. Super Creek skills are very versatile, which you'll be able to use on pretty much any Uma except the ones that are running on sprint and arguably mile. But what makes her really good is the skill that she gets from her career event, which is called the Swinging Maestro. The Swinging Maestro recovers the endurance of your Uma when she's running on a corner. This is good because there are a lot of corners, especially on longer races, which gives it a lot of chance to activate. Deep Breath is also a great skill that recovers endurance on a straight, which also has a lot of chance to activate, not as much as Swinging Maestro, but still, it is more than the others. To quickly explain this, here is the map of Hanshin 2000 meter inner. As you can see, there are 4 corners found in these racetracks, while there is 2 straights in this map, meaning Swinging Maestro has 4 chance to activate, which would mean that it won't be wasted, while Deep Breaths will have 2 chance to activate, unlike most of the other skills where they would just activate once, for example, in the early race, mid-race, or last spurt. And it is not guaranteed to activate. That's why having a corner skill and a straight skill is very good. This is also the reason why the Kita-san Black career event skill, the Professor of Curvature, is so good. Going back to the support cards, this is the best banner to pull from this August, so I hope that you saved a lot of carats because you're going to regret not getting copies of Super Creek. Also, currently Tazuna Hayakawa is good. She might fall off in the future, but she is the best mood merchant we have right now. And there are not a lot of this card type even in the Japanese server. And right after that great banner, we get the next big shake up to the meta, in the most painfully forgettable way possible. Seeking the Pearl and Sakura Chiyono, are arriving on August 15, and they're bringing with them the kind of energy you'd expect from a filler arc. These are niche cards for niche Uma, the kind you race once, maybe twice, and then forget they exist. Let's start with the Seeking Pearl, the SR card. On paper, it looks solid for sprint and mile runners, and if you somehow max limit braid it, sure, those skills might actually help. But there's one tiny problem. It's a Guts card, and Guts right now is basically the stats you train when you've given up on life. It's irrelevant, completely out of the meta. Maybe in the future it'll have its time in the spotlight, but this banner ain't it. Now we have Sakura Chiyono. a stamina card with no stamina skills. That's like buying a blender that can't blend. It could work for mild or medium runners if you want just a sprinkle of stamina, but let's be honest, you're better off using fine motion if you're targeting that speed star career event skill, because fine motion does everything better, offers useful skills, and has actual synergy with most runners. So if you're free to play, do yourself a favor and skip this banner. Save your carats, keep your sanity, and let these two cards peacefully rot in the banner history with all the others could have beens. And lastly, we have this banner featuring Kawakami Princess and Hishi Akebono support cards. A duo so underwhelming they could be a comedy act. Let's start with Kawakami Princess. This SSR is a speed card, except all her skills scream stamina. Confused? Me too. It's like someone slapped the wrong label on her during development and they just rolled with it. Maybe she's supposed to be some weird long-distance speed hybrid. Who knows? The card's got barely any skills, and outside of the golden one, which I'll admit isn't awful, the rest are mediocre at best. And for free-to-play players, this is a hard skip. You're better off training an Uma with a stick and hope. But surely, Hishi Akebono can redeem this banner, right? Wrong! This card is so bad even the Japanese server collectively yawned at it. Most of her skills are either irrelevant or forgettable. Her stat bonuses are weak, and if you put her in your team, you might as well be running with 3 broken legs. She's the support equivalent of trying to enter Formula 1 with a tricycle. So in summary, this banner is the equivalent of putting ketchup on a sushi. Someone somewhere thought it was a good idea, but the rest of us are left wondering why. Unless you're into collecting mid cards for a museum of regrets, do yourself a favor, skip this banner, save your carats, and leave this one rot in the history books where it belongs. Overall, the one banner that you need to pull for this August is going to be the Super Creek banner. I'm also scared because the banner is predicted to be scheduled less than a week from now, and I only have 11,000 carats saved up. I really need this because I don't have a copy of Super Creek. What about you? Tell me how cooked you are in the comments. I have a really interesting build coming, so you better like and subscribe so you don't miss that build. With that, see you in the next video.